Hello, welcome to Crochet Business School, and let's talk about the secret to making a living from your crochet. If we haven't met before, I'm Kelly. I'm creator and owner of Crochet Business School, and I've been a crochet business owner for over 10 years now. I started off by selling what I made, then realized that that wasn't getting me anywhere. It was time consuming. I was losing the love of my crochet. Something had to change. And so that's when I switched to selling crochet patterns. And when I really started to realize what the secret to making a living from your crochet was. So there is a big leap between having a side hustle and running a business. A side hustle, you're just trying to make a bit of extra cash. You might just be trying to contribute towards your family finances. You might be saving up for Christmas, but you're not trying to live off that money. But when you're running a business, that's when the mindset needs to shift, because it's not a case of every bit extra will do. It's a case of you need to bring this money in to pay the bills. So you really got to change the way you think about making money from your crochet. And the first step to doing that is to get honest. Dive into your numbers and really discover how much you've actually been making. Because it's insane how little you probably have been. And when it's a side hustle and you make a sale, it's really easy to look at the money you've made as all profit, forgetting that you've got to pay for the yarn, that maybe you put some money into your social media for some analytics, maybe you've got Etsy fees, PayPal fees, maybe you've been buying accessories that you intend to use in future crochet projects. And your side hustle, your hobby that you're just trying to make a bit of money from, can actually cost you a lot more than you think. So to truly have a real business, you need to know how much money you're bringing in and how much money is going out. And maybe you've not done that before, but it's time to actually get those numbers on paper and find out how profitable your crochet is actually being. So let's check the numbers. So I'm not going to go for anything crazy here. Let's go with the example of you want to make around $36,000 a year. So this isn't a huge amount. It's, well, if it was in the UK, if it was in pounds, this would be a fairly okay salary for the year. But taking that 36,000, if you're working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, that means earning $17 per hour. That means you would have to sell a beanie for at least $40, and minus cost of yarn, you would have to sell 4 beanies every day, working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, in order to earn that $36,000 a year. I don't know about you, but I'm not making 4 beanies every day. And that means finding 4 customers every day. That's a lot of work, because then you have to put more time and effort into the selling parts, which means more time on social media, more time promoting your shop and your products. And that takes a lot of time all by itself. And that takes away the time you can crochet. This is very quickly going to spiral, and you'll be spending a lot more than 9 to 5, 5 days a week trying to get this to work. It's going to suck all of your time. It's going to suck all of your efforts, and it's going to feel like a massive drag. Your crochet business is very quickly going to become a chore. The truth is that it's very difficult to make a living by selling the crochet that you make. That is just the reality of crochet. Crochet takes time. It takes time to make. And that means that when you're selling your time for money, like you are when you're selling what you make, it's very difficult to get that back. I'm not saying it's impossible. It isn't. But it is difficult. And you're going to have to get comfortable with charging higher prices than maybe you thought you would be. You are going to have to get used to that there is a limit to how much you can sell, because you are selling your time for money. Whenever you are not crocheting, you are not earning. It also means that when you want to take a break, maybe take a holiday with the kids, take some time off to visit relatives, you basically lose money because you're not crocheting. And that can weigh heavy. And it's not a nice position to be in. The unfortunate facts of just having a business where you sell the crochet that you make means that you have to work an insane number of hours every week to have enough time to crochet. You have to deal with a postage system if you're selling online and having packages go missing. And if that happens, it's you that pays the cost of that. You have to pay to replace it, or you have to pay the refund to the customer. It's just really difficult and the odds are against you. But there's an alternative, and that is recurring income. So you may have heard of passive income before. Passive income is where you do the work once and then you continue to make money without putting any more effort into it ever again. And the truth is, there's no such thing as passive income. But recurring income means you do the work once, promote that thing as going forward over time, but you keep earning money from it. And there are lots of ways that you can generate recurring income from your crochet. So the benefits of recurring income are that you sell while you sleep. We get this set up so you get found through search engines like Google. If you're on Etsy, you'll get found on Etsy. You'll get found in whichever search engines you put yourself in. You will still get paid when you take time off because the sales system is automated. The sale comes in, the customer gets their product without you having to do a thing. It's an automated process, which means that you can take that time away with your family and you will still have money coming into your bank account without having a massive to-do list when you get back. There's no after-sales process, apart from maybe answering the occasional customer email if they have questions, or maybe they've just had a bit of trouble accessing something. There's no after-sales process. You make the sale and it's done. And it gives you back control over your crochet. You get to decide what you crochet and when you crochet it, which means that you are no longer tied down to your hook. You are no longer having to crochet what people order. You get control back. And there are many ways that you can add recurring income to your business with your crochet. Blogging, sponsorships, ad revenue, affiliate marketing, pattern writing, YouTube videos, online classes, podcasting, merchandising, courses, memberships, subscriptions. There's going to be more besides, but these are the best known ones. These are the most popular ones. And you've probably seen someone doing these somewhere. I mean, I do several of these in my own business. And it brings me in far more profit than selling what I make ever did. It gives me my time back. It gives me creative control back, and I get money coming in, sales coming in with far less effort than trying to sell what I made. So I don't sell what I make anymore. I stopped several years ago. My crochet became a chore. I found it really onerous having to make the same thing over and over again. If an item was popular, I could be making the same thing several times in a row. I had to really knuckle down and, to get those orders made and out, I had to sacrifice family time. I had to sacrifice my personal time that I kind of needed to myself to recover because, had a job, I had a small child. I needed some time to myself and I couldn't get it because I had to get these orders out. The final nail in the coffin, as it were, was that I got a husky. And I did not realize how much these things shed. So when I got huskies, I had to stop selling what I made because I just could not get the fur out. The fur gets everywhere. I'm not saying you can't sell what you make if you have pets. You can. But when you've got things that blow their coats as much as huskies do, it becomes impossible to manage. And that was the final straw, and I stopped selling what I made. It was incredibly freeing, but I didn't want to shut my crochet business down. So I started designing crochet patterns because a lot of what I sold to make, I created the patterns myself. So I wrote them down and I started selling them. So my pattern business is going strong, has done for several years now. I also host crochet alongs. I have a blog. I have a YouTube channel. I've tried several other revenue streams as well. I have tried merchandising. That is something I want to get back into. Works really well if you do print on demand. Podcasting is something I've been playing around with. I have a podcast for Crochet Business School, and I'm looking at bringing online a podcast for my pattern business as well in the future. So there's a whole host of things that I have done and I want to do. But my income now comes primarily from pattern sales, but also affiliate marketing. I use affiliate links when I sell my patterns and ad revenue from YouTube and my blog. So I've got a diverse range of income, but I'm working fewer hours in my pattern business now than I did when I sold what I made. I have full creative control back, and I get to decide when I work. And even when I'm not working, I'm still getting sales. My patterns sell every day. And I don't put nearly as much effort into marketing as I did when selling what I made. It is far easier, far less stressful, and far more fulfilling doing this, having crochet recurring income, than selling what I made. This was the best decision I ever made for my crochet business. My income is now more than triple than when I sold what I made. And that happened really, really quickly. Within 6 months of making that switch, my income tripled, and the hours I was working on my business, they just plummeted. I wasn't working as much as I was, which gave me the break I needed. I had creative control over my crochet back. Best thing ever. I've never regretted it for a second. And you can do the same too. There is absolutely no reason why you cannot do the same. Take back control of your crochet, work fewer hours, and make more money from your crochet than ever before. Well, how do you get started? Well, first you choose one. So that list that I showed you of different ways that you can add recurring income to your crochet business, you pick one. You don't need to do everything on the list. That will be absolutely nuts. You pick one. You can add things later, but you choose one to start with. And you're going to really dig into that offer, that recurring income stream, and get that working for you. Because even just one thing on that list is going to make your life easier and make more profit than ever. Now, different things take different amounts of time to get started and start bringing an income in. Different things need more effort than others. So it really depends on which one is singing to you. Which one would you prefer? Because there is a million and one different ways that you can build a crochet business. It's entirely up to you how you do it for you. Your crochet business will not look the same as anyone else's. It's going to be unique to you. And we want to work smarter, not harder. You do not have to work all the hours in the world to make your dreams a reality. You can build a successful crochet business with just a few hours a week around your 9-to-5 job, around your kids, around family commitments, around your personal time, and still spending time with friends. You can build a successful business in just a few hours. It's going to take longer than someone who can put more time in, but it is still very, very doable. And if you are struggling for time, then selling what you made was already working against you, because that just takes so much time. You can work just a few hours a week when it comes to recurring income. You can still sell what you make. You do not have to stop. If it's something you enjoy doing, then absolutely keep doing it. But adding recurring income gives you more choices. You can make a full-time income from it. You can make enough to live comfortably, go on family holidays every year, get your bills paid, afford a few luxuries. Yes, it's going to take effort, but it doesn't mean that you have to lose love of your crochet. It doesn't mean that you have to crochet until the early hours of the morning to get orders out. You get to choose your timetable. You get to choose when you crochet, where you crochet, what you crochet. This is all about taking back control of your crochet and of your life so that you are not chained to your hook, so that you have the freedom to live and enjoy this business. Because what's the point in having your own business if you can't enjoy it and have that freedom of time, of bringing in the money, earning that revenue, but having time to enjoy it as well? Recurring income is the secret to making a living from your crochet. Having these offers in place where you can make money by offering something online that then gets viewed or bought over and over again, where you're only doing the work once, that is how you make this happen. So how do you get started? Well, that's what Crochet Business School is here for. I can show you how you can get started with crochet recurring income and build it so you get a salary that you can live on using your crochet skills. Yes, you do have to learn some new skills along the way, but it's all going to be based around your crochet, and you get to decide what that looks like. At Crochet Business School, we have lots of different courses, ebooks, memberships that you can get stuck into and learn what you need to sell your crochet, to get recurring income and get selling the way that you need to. We have all kinds of different offers, all geared towards different budgets, towards different goals. Whether you need just a quick guide to help you out, a quick ebook that has the answers you quickly need, or whether you need something more in depth of a course that goes deeper, or you need some one-on-one tuition or coaching to get those questions that you need answered. There is something at Crochet Business School for everyone. And what you need is going to depend on how you decide to build your crochet business. You can start turning your crochet into a career right now. And it starts with just making one decision. How are you going to add recurring income into your crochet business? Keep following us at Crochet Business School and sign up to our newsletter for news on our latest products, latest services, and how we can help you. You can sign up at crochetbusinessschool.com/subscribe. But please do check out our podcast at crochetbusinessschool.com/podcast, where we have lots of great tips on all different kinds of aspects of running a crochet business, building it and turning it into a career so that you can make a living from your crochet without having to work all the hours that there is available. You need to enjoy your crochet. You need to enjoy your life and spend time with family as well. So let's spend less time with our hooks, more time for ourselves and our families, but increase the profits that we make from our crochet. And that happens with recurring income. So thank you for watching. Please click the links that are on screen, subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to the channel, have a listen to the podcast, and please let us know how we can help you, because your crochet can be life-changing. You just need a helping hand in how to do that.